Hello, dear students. This is Entrepreneurship 3. I'm Miss Tania Poveda. Welcome to this class. Don't forget that you can download this information on your computer or on your cell phones or tablets, so you can check it later. Also, you can print it or copy on your folder if you need to. Okay? Today we have our last review. Because it's very important we remember all the previous information that we have studied. In that way, we can work on a better business plan. It's very important we remember. You don't have to memorize anything. As long as you understand, that's enough. Well, this is kind of easy for you. I'm sure you know this very well. We've been talking about this for 3 years. So now this is a piece of cake for you. Let's talk about market. Let's review about this. Let's remember a little bit. So market, in your words, as you said once in one of the classes, is a group of people, possible clients, right? Remember that when we're talking about marketing or entrepreneurship, we're talking about a group of people. Of course, a market also is a place. We know that already. But when we're talking about studying a market or when we're talking about products and businesses, we're talking about a group of people. And I emphasize on possible clients because sometimes even they have the same characteristics and they want the same. Sometimes they don't buy your product, your specific product. They buy something similar. That's why they are possible clients. Also, they can change their minds in the future and probably buy a different product than yours. On the right, we have a definition I took from the dictionary, Oxford Dictionary Business. So what is a market? It's a process, and it exists when a group of buyers and sellers communicate to exchange goods and services. You see, we're talking about people and not places. In this case, buyers and sellers. A market can exist in one place or in several places. It can also be virtual, which is happening right now. Most of the business are virtual right now. Okay, you got it? Now let's talk about research. Do you remember what research is? Or do you know or do you remember any other words for research? I'm sure you do. But let's remember about some of the words. And here we have these two friends talking. One is asking, what are other words for conduct research? And then birth number 2 says, okay, carry out trials, carry out tests, test, trial, or test on, or try out, or assess. My question for you is, what other words do you know for it? Investigation, yes. I remember we talked about investigation. Looking for or search. You're right. Those 3 words are more common than these ones. But also test and trials are very common words on a business plan. Well, knowing this, what a market is and what a research is, we can continue with the definition. What is market research? So market research is the process of collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data about your target market, consumers, competitors, and the industry as a whole. That's it. So it's when you look for information from people, from your clients or possible clients. You collect this information through a whole process. You analyze and interpret that data information about your market or your target market, consumers, also competitors. Remember that competitors are people or companies with products similar than yours, not exactly the same, but pretty similar. And the industry as a whole. Okay? So in general, In general, we have two types of markets. And here I emphasize saying in general, because you can divide a local market into other markets, but we're not going into that yet. So like a general view about markets, we can talk about national market or international markets. I emphasize here in plural because obviously if we're talking about international markets, we're talking about a lot of other countries. So of course it's in plural. While here on the left, we have the map of Ecuador. And that is because we're talking about national market. Other way to call it national, it's local market. So next time you hear in the news like local market, remember we're talking about inside the country. So when you move products, when you buy and sell products inside this territory, it means you are selling or buying into a national market inside the country. So let's see, like maybe you're moving products from Quito to Guayaquil, from Manta to Loja, etc., etc., etc. Okay, as long as it moves all that money and products inside the country, it's national or local market. That's easy, right? This is just a review. And when we're talking about international markets, it's when you move money and products in and out Ecuador. In our case, Ecuador. So if you sell products to Brazil, United States, Argentina, South Africa, Australia, if you sell products to other countries, it means you are moving your products or you are exporting your products. You are moving internationally. So you sell your product and you bring money from other countries inside the country, inside Ecuador in this case. Or the opposite, if you buy products, if you buy products to Canada, you buy products to China, you buy products from Chile, it means you are receiving products and sending the money out of Ecuador. Anyway, in that kind of businesses, we're talking about international markets. Okay, I know you know that very well. So this is a process. This is like a very complete process when you do a market research. So what happened first? Of course, first you had an idea, you had a plan, and then you have the execution. Well, the market research is part of the execution because you are going to analyze the market. So what happened first here? First, you collect information or data. You collect all data in different ways. You know, or maybe you remember the different ways to collect information: interview, focus groups, survey, observation, etc. All that information is sent into data processing here. Well, you can do it like this, or you can do it on computers. This is just a picture. Usually it's like in computers, right? So you process that information, you process that data. It means you select what is useful for you and what is not. Once you have all that information processed, it's going to be sent to data analysis. And then is when the party starts, because you analyze the information and then you're going to take very important decisions. So you watch diagrams or graphics, numbers, and usually you're going to find answers to many important questions for your businesses. Sometimes you are going to love the answers. Sometimes you are not going to like the answers because maybe you have something in your head, you have a great idea or something, and maybe the market rejects that idea. They don't want it, they don't like it. So that's the market. And that's why market research is extremely important, because it's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy. Here, during this process, you are going to take important, extremely important decisions. Well, once you have data analysis, you go to information evaluation. So here you talk to your co-workers, to other people, your partners, and you evaluate the information. So whatever is started here, collecting information, is going to be finally decided here if it's going to work or not. Let's say that it's going to work and everything is fine, and then you are happy with the information. Finally, you present this to the client. If you're a market or a marketing company, if it's for you, well, you finally have your product, and then you present the product to your client. And you say, this is a good product because of this, and probably after all this analysis, the market is going to accept your product. Because they've been involved into the investigation. So you're going to have very important information. Okay. And finally, this is going to be a very short review. And finally, we're going to study about field research and desk research. Do you remember about these two types of research? Okay, I'm going to ask you, which one do you have to do first? Do you remember this? We studied this last year. So first, you talk to people, you go to the market and start doing your research, or first you analyze, you find out information from similar businesses, you go to find information online. What do you do first? Yes, the first thing you have to do is desk research. Desk research is called desk because usually when you're working on a computer, when you are reading a book, when you are taking notes, when you are texting, usually you are on a desk. If you go to a library, like at school, you go to a library and you ask for a book, or you have to do a homework or to copy something, you're going to work on a table, right? So the general word for this is a desk. The same, if you're working on a computer and looking for information, doing a research, you do it on a desk. Usually, of course. This is like a general representation of a previous research. What do you look for there? What, why, and how? Right? So let's suppose that you open a business like maybe sugar-free ice cream. Sugar-free, no sugar in your ice creams. That's your idea, that's your business. So you think maybe that it's your idea and you are the only one in Guayaquil selling that kind of product. And then you go online, just online, you check on your phone or on your computer and you Google sugar-free ice cream in Guayaquil. And then you find out that there is other company or a group of people working on that, maybe selling door to door, maybe selling products in Instagram. Maybe they don't have a physical place, but they have a business online, and they take the ice cream to your house. So in that case, you find out that there are other people selling the same product, which is good because it means that they already did that research and you can use that information for you to start. So you don't start from zero, you start from someone else's work. And it is bad because you are going to have competitors. Yeah, of course. So that's what happened first on desk research. After this, you prepare your market research, you prepare your product sample, whatever you need. Maybe you're going to start with product testing and you go to field research. Field means in situ, in the place. So you take a sample, you know a sample, right? It's a It's a small number of people that represents the whole population. So you take this sample, use your statistics, calculations and everything, and then you analyze these people. Maybe they try the product, maybe you talk to them, or maybe you can do something different. And if these people are selling the product only, let's say only in the north, in Guayaquil, you can use their idea, you can use your idea and improve your product and do it better, and not sell it in the north, you sell it in the south. So you have a different market. It's the same town, but different market because they are in different locations in the same town. You see? So this is the whole review for today. Not much because we still have a long way to start, but it's very important we remember this, okay? Market research is the process of collecting information, analyzing, interpreting local markets or national markets, international markets. This is a general view. Again, it's a general view. I don't want you to confuse, and then when you talk to other people, you say, yeah, there are only 2 types of markets. No, there are more than that. But in general, we say national and international. In the future, we're going to study a more specific types of markets. You have a whole process, you take decisions, and the types of research. Oh, talking about taking decisions here, I was forgetting something. When you have an idea, when you have a plan, and when you want to start a business, you are very enthusiastic with your idea, it's your dream, you're working really hard. Usually it works because you analyze everything. When you analyze the market, when you do your market research, usually the market accepts the product because people like trying new things. And if we're talking about entrepreneurship, we're talking about something new, something original, something better than before, right? But sometimes it can happen the opposite. Maybe for you, it's a great idea. Maybe it's new and so amazing, but maybe, and I'm saying maybe, hopefully it doesn't happen, the market is not going to accept it. So that's why market research is extremely important, because what will happen if you have your great idea and you spend a lot of money making your product? And then when you sell the product, you go to the stores, you go online and you talk to your friends, and then you go to stores and offer your product. People don't want it. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to have a lot of product in your house, in your warehouse, wherever you save the product, and you will lose a lot of money and energy, and for sure you are going to feel disappointed. And then you're going to be like, but the idea is great, and this is really beautiful product, it's a very good product, people can use it for this, and this. That's your opinion, your personal opinion about your dream. You are not the market. So that's why it's extremely important, because this is the moment when you decide to continue with your idea or not. And if you continue your idea, also if you keep the idea the original way, or if you change your idea, if you improve it, if you do something better with that. Okay? And again, I'm going to repeat something here. Again, sometimes you think that you are the first person with that idea, but when you go to your desk research, usually internet or Google, you find out that other people had the same idea. And again, which is good because you can start from that and improve it, make it better. It's bad because you're going to have competitors. But when you go to field research, you can find out maybe more and better or more accurate information than the one you found here on desk research. We're going to talk a little bit more of field research and desk research next week. Today was only a short review. That's it for today. This was summary number 3, hopefully the final so far. So thank you very much for your attention, everybody. I hope that this information is going to be very useful for you, especially because of what we are doing right now with our business plans. So have a wonderful day, enjoy your week, and see you next class. Bye-bye, guys.